Ahora me encuentro con un artista, un músico, guitarrista, compositor, que ha sido un músico consumado en el ambiente de la música. Ha estado junto a David Crosby, ¿se acuerdan de Crosby, Stills and Young? Pero aparte ha formado un supergrupo que se llama The Immediate Family, no sé si lo dije bien, junto a grandes de la música como Liz Clark, que ha tocado con Toto, con Phil Collins, a Ross Kunkel, que ha sido baterista de Dylan, de Jackson Brown, Stevie Nicks. También está Waddy Watchell, que ha tocado con Keith Richards, y Danny Korchman. Pero el que tengo ahora es justamente el guitarrista y cantante, que es nada más y nada menos que Steve Postell. Steve, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Nice to meet you. It makes me know I've got to study Spanish because most people in the world speak Spanish.
You know what? It's easier than you think
Well,
because
when I was in school, it was like French, which when am I going to use that?
I used to work as a teacher here in LA, and is the hardest part is the beginning, is the basics. Once you know that, is really easy. So tell me, you are releasing a new album, right?
I am tomorrow. No, Friday.
Friday. Tell me about it. What is the name of the album?
The album is called Wait. No, that's the last album. This album is called Walking Through These Blues. When you have seven albums, you start to confuse them. And This was an album that I actually started uh, at the beginning of the pandemic, and and we decided because when you're an independent artist like me, if I can't go out and play, um, what's the point of putting out an album? So we decided to wait because there was no gigs at the time. And then I'm also in this band, The Immediate Family, and we did put out an album during COVID, and I didn't want to compete with that. So the timing is finally right. I added a couple more tracks, mixed it, finished it, and now it's time to put it out.
Nice. How many tracks is it gonna have?
12.
12. Okay. And either for the ones that already know your work and the ones that are not, how can you describe the sound of the new album?
I think I come from the tradition of a lot of the guys that my band members have played with, of the James Taylor, Jackson Brown, Eagles, John Hyatt. It's whatever that is. It's sort of Americana songwriting.
Okay, actually, Chip sent me the album digitally, and the song number four, we have, I forgot the name.
Oh,
Song
song
number,
number four, I think, is How Far We've Come with Glenn Phillips, I think.
how far we gone? Yeah, yeah, that one. That one I was is the one that I like most.
Oh, nice, good.
Yeah, yeah. And I know you got Glenn from Toad West Project, right? How
Yes.
did you come to work with someone so far from the music you are doing, right?
We had a mutual friend that and we both played for his 70th birthday party. And that's when we met. It was me and Glenn and uh, Jeff Bridges played and Kenny Loggins played. He was friends with all of us, and Glenn and I just hit it off. And we said, hey, we should write together sometime, and that's how it happened.
Well, I want to be your friend so I can go to those parties, with Jeff Bridges and, and everyone. And there's anything related with the immediate family?
Anything what?
Any news about the
Yeah,
super?
yes, we made a so Media Family, as you said, is myself, Waddy Wachtel, Danny Korchmar, Leland Sklar, and Russ Kunkel. So we finished recording a new record, which is the hits. So in other words, all these guys wrote wrote or played on or produced big hit songs.
Yeah.
So even the last records that we made were all our new original stuff that we wrote together. This is all the stuff. So Somebody's Baby is on there, and Dirty Laundry is on there, and Werewolves of London is on there. So it's 11 songs that these guys made famous for other people, and so I have to mix that. We have to get that mixed. That will be the next thing out.
Nice. Do you have anything, any date for release?
No, because I'm going on tour. Um, Waddy's on tour. We just have to wait till we're all. Well, Waddy and I do most of the mixing with a guy named Nico Bolas, who's a wonderful engineer. So when I get back from my tour, we'll get to mixing it
Did you record it where you are now?
right here.
Okay,
Well,
nice.
we recorded some of the tracks. No, for that record, we did the whole record here. Sometimes we work at Jackson Brown's place because he's a friend of all of ours, and do some of it there. We always finish the records here in my studio. Yeah,
Oh, that's
but the,
nice.
the new one we did all here. Yeah.
And I know there's gonna be a show in a couple of days. Who's gonna be in the show?
Oh yeah, my record release. It's a fantastic band. Leland Sklar from Immediate Family, of course. Dean Parks, who's one of the greatest guitar players who ever lived, who played on thousands of records that we all know and love. There's a guy named Peter Adams who's toured with Ricky Lee Jones and Tears for Fears, many people on keyboards. Um, Drum is Stevie DeStanislaw, who I met through playing with David Crosby. He played with David Gilmour and David Crosby and Kenny Loggins, great drummer. And on vocals, I have Kip Lennon, who was in the lead singer in Ambrosia for a while. Has a band called Venice, and then some special guests. Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. The
Oh,
only
and of course, Ian Matthews from Fairport Convention is going to open the show with me before
oh,
we. Yeah.
okay. So special guest the one that you mentioned, but it's gonna be any other like guest or something that's
Yeah,
gonna pop up?
probably a couple. I'm still working out who's going to come sit in. Yeah.
Okay, okay, nice. Steve, anything else you want to share with your followers, fans, everywhere in the world?
Well, that show is at McCabe's on Saturday, the 15th. And then a couple weeks later, I go out on tour with. I was playing with David Crosby, and then he passed, and we didn't get to do the tour. So a couple of his um, players, longtime players like Jeff Beavar and myself, we
Everybody.
put together a band called Our House, and we play a lot of the CSNY stuff. We're going on tour uh, and beginning of April through mid May, and that's all over the country. That's going to be a fun tour.
Social media.
Yes,
You
Our
tell
House.
me your social media.
That tour is on Our House and Facebook on Our House Music Tour. That's the
Okay,
Facebook page.
okay.
I'm stevepostell.com, which is a poorly maintained website that I have to jump on and fix up, but it's there. And then these days a lot of people use Facebook almost and Instagram almost more than their websites.
I know, I know. I was playing with David Crosby. Someone's,
Oh, David, was one of my favorite people in the world. Just we had a great relationship for many, many years. He was incredibly bright. He could be acerbic. He had his, he could be moody, grumpy, and funny. Super smart, well read. I never left his house without a new book in my hands. Um, yeah, he was that era. Those people deserve the credit they got. They were really special. He was a very special man.
How was as a person?
I loved him. I mean, I know he could be difficult because he had different moods and so with me, I just gave it right back to him. So we had a very very fun relationship where we could make fun of each other, we could respected each other, but I just found him to be always a joy to be around for me. I loved it.
Steve, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. Have a nice time. Where are you now? You're not in LA anymore.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in LA right now.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, nearby Lax.
great. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Great to meet you. Thank you.
Steve Postell acá con ustedes, así que seguimos. Gracias.
You got it.